For now, let's head over to the world of sports as Aaron Akirijola joins us to give us the update. Aaron, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, very good morning to you, Vibai. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Yes,
good morning to you, Rufai. Okay, let's get it started. We have a lot to unpack, and the 2023-2024 NPFL season came to an end yesterday. Cutting closes across the plane and divergent result, meaning one thing was certain yesterday on the day. It was the first time, kudos to them, I must actually, having had an abridged league last season and ensuring that all the efforts and all the struggles the likes of Chief Unduka Raban and Shehu Diko over the years had actually done came to fruition. And more importantly, kudos must go to Benga Elegbeleye and the board of the NPFL. Of course, 3SC winning yesterday against Sporting, meaning that Sporting were relegated. It was quite painful because they actually finished 17th on the table alongside Doma United, Heartland FC and Gombe FC. So it's unfortunate that no Lagos team will be playing top flight football in Nigeria next season. They would have to actually dig deep again. Away from that, one lady, Ese Brume, she's back to her dominant best again as she decided to dominate in Douala and once again dominating in Africa because her jump, certainly 6.73 meters, her last attempt, and it was able to usurp Burkina Faso's Marthe Koala. And by reason of her ranking, she has qualified for the Olympics. Ese Brume has been doing fantastic on the circuit, and what she did in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, where she brought home the bronze medal, she will be able to even do better this time around. She's been in fantastic form, I must actually say. Away from Ese Brume, let's talk about the WTT. They're talking about the World Table Tennis Contenders that's crescendoed over the weekend here in Lagos. Some of the best table tennis players from across the world were in Lagos to actually vie for that particular one. And Dimitri was the one that actually went home with the singles title, and it was a dominant performance from the French. From the Indians, as they dominated from the women to the doubles, both for the men and the women. And kudos must actually go to Kwekutando and the rest of them that have actually put all this together. And I must say that table tennis is better off for it. And Lagos is looking like one of those circuits that you will have to go to when it comes to table tennis here in Nigeria and also in Africa, because these are garnering points for themselves and not just for themselves ahead of the Olympics. And kudos to Dimitri, like we said, and the rest of them that have actually done well. Of course, our own Omotayo, and also forgetting Aruna Kadri, also put in a good performance. We're hoping that they can go to the Olympics and do the nation proud. But one of the high points of that particular WTT contender meet was the fact that the governor of Lagos State, who has heavily supported this particular sport and was also present there, talking about Governor Sanwo-Olu, was present to actually also play his own table tennis, and he seems to actually be in good form, I must actually say. Also giving a smash there to just spice things up. If they can actually help us with that particular footage of Governor Sanwo-Olu actually doing that. Okay, since we didn't get that, let's press it further today and actually get into the Euros. The Euro 2024. Over the course of the weekend, we saw quite a number of results. We are in the final stretch for the group games, and Group A yesterday were in action, and Germany had a very, very big scare as the Swiss scored first and were looking like they were going to top the group, and the hosts were actually going to win, but ultimately that did not happen. Scotland yesterday leaving it late as they lost to Hungary. But the big one actually had to be what happened. Okay, let's talk about, this is the governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, actually playing table tennis there, and he can actually, probably missing the first serve there, but he was able to actually capitalize, and good serve, and okay, there you actually have it. Now, moving on to something that actually happened that scared the living daylight out of people, and people are beginning to question the medical team at the Euros, because back-to-back right now, we've seen major incidences, we've seen major scare, and they've questioned the medical team that they're a little bit lethargic and a little bit slow. Varga, in that particular one, had a major scare. He had a collision that left him unconscious. And before medics could actually arrive, it actually even took Szoboszlai, the Liverpool player, to actually hurry up the medics to say this is happening and this man is in a critical state. But of course, reports actually come in that he's actually stable and there are no scares at all. I doubt if he will play the rest of the Euros with the Hungarian team, but nevertheless, another big scare. Remember the last time out, we spoke about the Danish player who actually went down, and it was a huge scare. So things like this usually happen, but they are asking the Euro organizers to be more cautious, to be more proactive, to ensure that the medics are on standby to be as fast as they can. Because when things like this do happen, seconds matters a big deal. And finally, in Formula One, let's talk about the fact that the Spanish Grand Prix saw Verstappen taking it on. Of course, Norris coming in second, and the first podium for Lewis Hamilton this season. And not just the first now, his 18th consecutive season on the grid. It's looking like he cannot wait to leave Mercedes at this point in time.
He's already done. He's gonna leave.
Yes, but let's see how it goes. But there was a big problem because the Ferrari drivers had a collision, and Leclerc was taking one into Carlos Sainz. That Carlos Sainz was a little bit too enthusiastic and wanted to win at home in front of his home crowd, and maybe he decided to push too hard and caused a collision that ended the race for both Ferrari drivers.
I mean, that's competition amongst team themselves, you know.
But Leclerc wasn't having any of that.
No, Leclerc wasn't having any of that. I mean, I think he finally, but he still got a point finish, you know, which was good for him. But he could have done a lot better. Congratulations to Enugu Rangers, the winners of the Nigerian League. Also, congratulations to Remo Stars. They'll be going to the Continental Tournament.
Yes, they will be.
Let's see how that can pan out. And also, congratulations to Eyimba and Shooting Stars. You know, a part of me is Shooting Stars. I mean, it just shows that the league has gone into ascendancy. I think next season, what we should now do is to be able to do more as regards the promotion of the league, publicity. I know, yes, StarTimes is doing the work they can do, but we also want to see it more, you know, more cutaways, more league inside show, more weekend magazine show along the league, more review, more involvement on social media and all of that, and let's build the league. So it's a good one. Congrats. I'm happy that there's this ascendancy. At least for the first time, we've got television rights and we've got the league on television.
Yeah.
Table tennis, I love unconventional sports being promoted, and as you know, because you never know what somebody's talent is.
Table tennis used to be a mainstay sport in Nigeria back in the days.
In Nigeria?
Yeah.
Well, that's good
they used to have street table tennis everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
it
so
was big.
Like Asia, what you see in Asia.
Yeah,
so
everywhere in Nigeria. You had table tennis street, what's it called?
And then,
at some point,
nice
just
to see
fizzled
the
out.
organized coming back. Also, just happy to hear that Toby Amusan in Douala is recovering well after she'd fallen ill, and they say she's back to training again for the Olympics, because we need her in good form for the Olympics. So I'm happy to hear that Toby is recovering.
A number of quick stories. Number one, Cristiano Ronaldo in that match against Turkey. We had 6 persons invading the pitch.
True.
He took selfie with the first person, but he looked unsettled when more people started rushing to the pitch. UEFA has now said they will pay more attention to security. I hope they do so.
I hope so.
Because that could affect performance. But in that particular match, Ronaldo redeemed himself when he gave Bernardo Silva an opportunity.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes,
yes.
an opportunity to make history
Yes.
by just passing the ball when he could have been selfish. And
he's gone into the history books, by the way,
yes.
as the man with the most assists in the history of the Euros.
Well,
Please
I mean,
put that into the
that's what he
conversation
did.
also.
Scotland was suckered and struck out, you know, and Steve Clark, you know, is angry about a penalty that he expected. And particularly the fact that the goal that took them out was scored in the 100th minute.
Yes.
We had hoped that Scotland will do better, But, well, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, Harry Kane, captain of the Three Lions, has been complaining about Gary Lineker and who else again? Alan Shearer, who have been criticizing him that he's not doing well. He said, well, these are the same people who wore the Three Lions shirt. In their time, what did they do? And they should know...
was Euro top scorer.
But did they win anything?
Well, they didn't win it.
Doesn't matter.
He said they
won anything.
And again,
he said they won.
top scorer for England.
You should win the Euro first.
Well, he said they won nothing. But in any case, that's part of the story in England today.
Yeah.
Murray is out of Wimbledon. He has a spinal injury.
Yeah, he has gone into
so
surgery.
he's done surgery.
Yes, he's gone
so
into
he's
surgery,
not going to be there. Anthony Joshua says he doesn't want his son to become a professional boxer like him. He prefers his son to be an accountant. But what's the difference? If I go by your perspective, if you're a professional boxer, it's still about money. If you're an accountant, it's still about money.
But there are few accountants in the world. There are few CPAs in the world.
Accountants don't show that they have money. Finally, Daku. Has been fined. I think he plays for Albania.
Yeah.
The Albanian Federation has also been fined. The Croatia Federation has also been fined. Because at a point, Serbia said they were going to pull out of Euro 2024 because of derogatory chants. I think another country, North Macedonia, also wanted to pull out of the competition. So you have this mixture of sports and politics and racism in politics. I hope UEFA, will be bold enough to follow up on the punishments that they have put out there, and that will be enforced. And Daku has apologized. We hope that we will get more apologies to allow a peaceful environment for Euro 2024.
More chanting. More derogatory chanting will come.
We hope not. Aaron Akarijola, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with all that's happening from